Hello Gemini and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your mid-month reading for December and the words I get for you is swept away, but in a good way, like just into something new and exciting. So let's see what is coming through for this swept away energy that is coming through for Gemini. So moving down, as we're counting down to the end of the year, we're moving from Sagittarius season into Capricorn season. So if you're interested in what's coming in for you for 2024, the yearly forecast for Gemini is out, and love it if you come check that out. The link is in the description box below. Okay, so we have the Magician. I love it. This is Gemini energy. Willpower, creation. What are you manifesting and creating here? This feels so exciting. And the Seven of Feathers, preparation and resourcefulness. So, yes, I'm sure all of you already know that your planetary ruler Mercury is in retrograde and will be for this second half of December. So that's what we're seeing here with the Seven of Feathers. That both of these are, the Magician represents Mercury and the Seven of Feathers represents, it's the Seven of Swords. So lots of element of air here. The sevens always represent some kind of reevaluation. So immediately we're seeing all those Mercury retrograde words, re-editing, reevaluating, redoing. And so preparation and resourcefulness. This is a plan that's forming here, that's kind of coming in out of the ether with this Magician energy. It's your mind opening up to the cosmic portal, and it's like, whoa, flowing around and coming in down through you. You're manifesting something here. You're willing something into creation and realizing you've got the ability to do that. So then you've got this sense of, wow, okay, I need to make a plan. I need to get prepared. I need to get some resources happening. I need to kind of sit with this. I need to be working with this and reworking with it. So this is a really great time during this Mercury retrograde period to just sit in alignment with some goals and plans that you have for 2024, longer term plans, some things that are setting up some foundations and ambitions in your life. And so this is really a great energy of not necessarily moving forward with it yet, but thinking about it, moving all the puzzle pieces, having a look at what it is, letting the plan formulate, reworking it a little bit, and be like the Magician, let the magic of this swirl around, and you're bringing all the elements together and bringing it into some kind of reality here. You're creating something quite amazing. So let's see what's shifting and changing for Gemini. So I love it. You're in your element here. This is a really productive and positive way that you could be working with Mercury retrograde. So yeah, you still are opening up to that unlimited potentials. But it's sort of a little bit of more of an inward, quieter energy for looking at that and just sitting with it and going over it. But that's actually going to be really, really productive for you to do that. Okay, so we have what's shifting and changing, 110 Sun Sagittarius and Moon Pisces, Jupiter, Neptune and Venus. So yeah, we are in your opposite sign at the time of recording this, Sagittarius, and that wants to bring you into a balance and alignment. Being in the Sagittarius energy, it's asking you to look at the bigger picture of what's going on in your life. And this 110 Sun Sagittarius is, I get a lot that this is about taking a break, but it's about going inwards. So going inwards, potentially spending some time at home, or whether that home represents just your sense of self as well, going inwards and connecting up to the higher octaves of Neptune. So you can get caught up in the lower octaves here, and that could happen later in the month when Mercury retrogrades back into Sagittarius. It makes a square to Neptune. But this also challenges you to overcome some of those lower vibrational energies of Neptune, which are disillusionment, which is confusion, which is illusion, and to step into the higher octave of feeling really spiritually aligned with this plan, with this energy. Jupiter shifts and turns around and goes direct at the end of the year. So it's opening this portal of feeling more hopeful, feeling like you're ready to expand. And that's what we're seeing here with the 110 Sun Sagittarius. Look at those arrows going in all all sorts of different directions, 360 degrees. Something can have a greater reach, or something can head out and expand into a 360-degree direction. We don't know how, but the possibilities there. And the magician is understanding that and working with it. So we do have the moon card, which is saying there's George is agreeing that my rooster, if you could hear him in the background, is saying that these are things that are coming up from your subconscious. That's what the magician is. It's about that things that have just come up from your subconscious that you're becoming consciously aware of, and then going, how am I going to bring this into my world? So it's almost like there's been something that's just been there for a little while and ready to come up and out and ready to sprout out into this 360-degree direction, into expansion, which is really fantastic, ready to expand. So this idea is ready to expand, but just needs a little bit of marinating, which is what that 7 of feathers is. So yeah, it's actually really fantastic way to be working with this energy. And so let's see, because Capricorn, Mercury is in Capricorn for the moment, until it does retrograde back into Sagittarius later in the month, at the end of the month. It is very practical minded. It is very slow moving. It's about building foundations for the future, building blocks. So let's see. Okay. I love how that one just jumped out, the 6 of Wands. Boom. Here we have validation, success, accolades. This is the hero's return, the 6 of Wands, the hero's welcome. So it does represent success. So we are thinking about success. That's the situation here. Crossed by the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Air. It's really about saying that, yes, there's something inside your mind that, or something in the internal workings that this is the Mercury retrograde energy, the Queen of Swords. It's much more of a going inward, turning inward energy, and that might be blocking you for the moment of feeling like you're out there and getting this success that you're seeking. But this is about formulating the plan, letting it come up and out, and the action will be taken a little bit later because it's got the seed of the 6 of Wands. That's the root of the situation. When that block comes up, when the Mercury turns around and we're no longer blocked by this Queen of Swords, then the plan can move forward. So it just requires a little bit of patience, but yeah, it's a gift of time, shall we say? The gift of time. And like, yes, okay. Depends how patient you can be with that, but you can be very productive with it, Gemini. The Queen of Wands. So here comes the Queens. The Queen, actually, we've got the 3 of Swords that has been whirling around the deck and we didn't even know it was there. Okay, so that's the thing that's potentially been coming up out of the surface to be cleared and this is a wound that is no longer holding you back. And then boom, we've got the Tower in the near future, really seeing what no longer serves you and what you're ready to shift and change. So this could be like major shifts, major revelations that we're coming in here, but they feel very internal, but there potentially could be an external energy that comes through. I'll just get the rest of the cards out for you, Gemini, before we delve into this a little bit deeper and see what is coming through for you. So what else? I just got to get the right frequency in for Gemini, but boom, with the Tower. Wow. Okay. And actually, Aquarius got double tower as well. So the air signs are potentially having these huge revelations and mindset shifts happening. If, speaking of Aquarius, you have the star card. Look at you being so guided here. It's amazing. The Empress, there's abundance around for you to tap into. And you're being asked to nurture this vision. Oh, look who turned up. Wow. Okay. Wow. The Magician. Interesting. And the King of Cups. Now, a very similar thing, like the Magician is Gemini energy, it's Mercury energy, but it's almost like, okay, this is interesting what I'm getting here for the Magician, because Libra just got a series. So if you have any air, or you cross-watching for air, or you just want to look at some of the other air signs, Libra just got a similar thing. They got their major arcana as the final outcome, which is saying that the air signs are potentially coming, at least Gemini and Libra are coming back into alignment, which is really fantastic. But the Magician, what they're saying to me is that you'll go, but the Lover's card is the Gemini card. They're saying that the Magician is also Mercury and Gemini. This is before you get split into the duality of the Lover's card, the choice. The Magician is like the very first, it's like in the beginning. In the beginning, I was whole and I was one. And these thoughts came up from my consciousness. It's a creation story, is what they're showing me. It's a creation story. So you're coming right back to the source of who you are, the oneness right next to the Pisces energy, transcendent of any kind of, yeah, it's interesting. You know, a lot of people talk about what Gemini means, the mask, the duality, the two sides, all of this sort of stuff that comes through. And they're saying you're transcending that in a way, not that there's anything wrong with that at all, but it's just saying that there's something that you are coming back to this sense of source energy so that you're not working with that usual Gemini energy. It's kind of interesting. I'm trying to explain how I'm feeling, what I'm getting here. And so this is so integral to who you are because it's a seed that comes from the purity of source before any kind of mental stuff, interpretations. I know stuff isn't a very good word. I just couldn't think of the word. You know, we always put our interpretations or our meanings onto things. But, you know, we have a card. This is a card. That's the word for it. But what is it before it exists, before the word? This is getting a little bit out there, Gemini, isn't it? But that's the whole point of this, is that there's something here that is integral to who you are that is before thought. So it's before even like labeling something or giving it a meaning. It's just something that's coming up out of the ether that is so pure and such a pure part of you that it feels really, really special. It could feel like a rebirth in a way, because they kind of bring me back to like, it's like a reset, coming back to like before you were born, you were just like this pure energy. So yeah, we're getting a lot out of that Magician card. Absolutely. Let's start with the situation, the Six of Wands. So this is strangely about, we can't bring it back to, this is the card of validation, wanting to be seen, wanting somebody to know you, truly know who you are, see you for who you are, and to be recognized for that. And if it's kind of like somebody has already labeled you or judged you or even misjudged you, or this is some kind of belief system around who you are, this could be even inside your own mind. This is very much the situation, and crossed by the Queen of Swords, which is internal thoughts, somebody else's internal thoughts or belief systems. So it's kind of interesting. That's blocking you from this sense of coming back into being seen and being validated for who you truly are. So it's like wanting to, get back before the word. Who are you? Before meanings and labels and opinions were cast upon you. So this Queen of Wands is on the mission to find out what that is. She's on this mission. This is your spirit. The Wands represents that. Your passions, your creativity. You're in like this pure energy of creation, the creation story. So this is the Queen of Wands. She's the one that is working deeply within and manifesting and working with this creation story. So how did I create what it is that I've created in my world? How was I created? What do I want to create next? It's actually understanding that there's all these portals open to you and that you're not bound by these earthbound rules anymore. You're transcending that with the Pisces energy. So it's kind of exciting from that way. So at the base, we've got the Three of Swords. This is where deep down there's been some wounds that are coming up from the unconscious or subconscious up to the surface to be healed, because this is not part of you anymore. It's interestingly, or doesn't want to be part of you anymore. It's ready to be healed, or it already has been healed, and it's showing you that it's been healed. So the Three of Swords is when, interestingly, it's the swords. It's the thoughts that pierce the heart. It's not a cup. So it's the thoughts that have been creating the pain, the heartache, the thing that has been wounding you here. And that we see in the recent past here, the Page of Pentacles, this is a new opportunity coming in, a new cycle, messages that you can make some kind of tangible shift and change here. Next to the Empress, this is earth energy, so it's very practical, tangible, could be related to your health, your living situation, your money, your work, relationships, something tangible, shifting and changing with that. It's next to the Empress. So this is a seed, a very abundant and fertile seed that is being planted here. You're getting the message here next to the Empress. And so no wonder we've got this sense of boom, in comes the lightning bolt into the tower. Lightning strikes, illumination, something just comes into your mind from the cosmic energy. Boom, in it comes. And it strikes that tower down and says, this was not built on the right foundations. This thing that was wounding me or hurting me, or this idea, this thought, this belief system, it's not me. I need to rebuild this. I need to rework this. It's not authentic to who I am. And that could be a huge revelation, a huge shift inside of you. And once you know, you can't not know. And then this opens the portal for you to be the magician. The fact that double magician is coming in, it's an alignment back with a truth of who you are, a deep truth from in the beginning. And so if you sit in that space in the beginning, then you can create a new energy into your life. So you're presenting as the Star card. Look at you. So you're drinking from these spiritual waters here that can bring peace, compassion, and healing. The Star card represents healing right next to the card that represents the wounds. You have the healing inside of you, being so guided here with the Star, feeling more hopeful for the future. This is a future energy. You're manifesting and creating your future here with the Star, which is fantastic. And then to have the Empress around as well. This is an energy of saying there's abundance around, there's opportunities. This is the time to reap the harvest of this energy that's here for you. And the Empress is about nurturing this vision, nurturing what's going on inside of you, nurturing all this energy, nurturing this creation, this beautiful thing that you are potently manifesting here. So it's being really supported by the universe. It's really fantastic. And we have, as hopes and fears, the Queen of Cups. This is like the lower octave of the Empress, the Queen of Cups. Very, very beautiful energy. It's the mothering energy. It's a Cancerian energy of emotional replenishment and renewal and being really cared for and feeling special. And love. It's self-love. It's being open to receive love. It's a beautiful energy of emotional renewal. We do have a full moon in Cancer, which happens on the 26th, which I'm seeing coming out a lot in the readings, which is about emotional replenishment and renewal and finding emotional safety. That's going to be an important energy with it as well. And here we have the outcome, the Magician, the realignment, the coming back to the source. The thing comes back up out of the subconscious into consciousness, and suddenly you know what it is that you're working with and you're manifesting and creating, and you've got this vision, this potent manifestation for the future, for stepping into 2024. I am the magician and I am mercurial and I can create magic in my world. And so it feels fantastic, and it feels like you're tapping into an energy that is you, that is something beyond your physical realm, which is really quite extraordinary here, Gemini. So yeah, I love it. The Magician, Mercury coming back into alignment, working out the how is this all going to happen? Really fantastic energy. And we have as an overall energy, the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is a Scorpio energy. It's about connecting in deeply to who you are, your deep emotional needs, your deep passions. And again, the King of Cups is about emotional safety as well. You can see that sea underneath him, the ocean with all the tides and the currents. This could represent your subconscious here. There's a lot of things here, but the King of Cups remains on the surface and manages all the feelings that are there and all the things that are in the subterranean energy, the ocean of who you are. And he knows that he's safe. He says, I'm safe. I'm managing this. So, yes. Wow. Okay. And so let's pull an affirmation card for you, Gemini. Let's see what's coming through. Could be very profound, this energy. I love life. Look at you watering that sunflower, just like that Queen of Wands. She's got the sunflower in her hand. She knows that there's abundance around because the Empress is an energy around you at this moment in time. So it's saying water this. You're drinking from these cups of cosmic and soul energy here. Water it. You're the water bearer here. You're turning up as the water bearer in the star. So water the sunflower, the new opportunity, the thing that you're wanting to come in that brings growth. And the sun represents vitality, joy, happiness. So it says, it is my birthright to live fully and freely, to give to life exactly what I want life to give to me. I'm glad to be alive. I love life. So, yeah, really beautiful, like joy of life, wanting to come back in and connect with you on this very beautiful, pure, spiritual, higher level, Gemini. So let's pull the final charm for 2023. What is it going to be? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, what is it going to be? Oh, look at this. The swans coming together and forming a heart. The two hearts coming together, but effortlessly. The swans swimming together. It may have required some work. It's that they look like they're effortlessly, very gracefully floating across the water, swans. But then it's this sense of understanding that there's a lot of pedaling underneath. The work has been there. You've been doing the work, the deep soul work, the deep emotional work, and it's coming back. Your heart is coming back to a place of peace and connection. And the two parts of you, the duality, is becoming one within your heart. Wow. A beautiful sense of connecting to the source and oneness. And then feeling like the world is your oyster once you connect with that. And yeah, this could be someone coming towards you. This could be love coming in, and it could be all sorts of things with this beautiful two swans coming together. But ultimately what it's going to reflect, the outer is going to reflect what's happening on the inner. And that is this oneness inside your heart of peace, compassion, and healing, which is really beautiful. And that opens you up to the divine source, the true power of who you are, and this very, very potent manifestation. So what a wonderful way to end the year, Gemini, and to be feeling ever so hopeful stepping into 2024. So that's your reading. And if you're interested in what's coming in for you in 2024, the reading for Gemini is out, and the link for that is in the description box below. Love it if you go and check that out. If you're interested in a personal reading, some personal details on what's coming in for you personally for 2024, the link for that is also in the description box below. You might like to check out my other services as well. And thank you so much for all your support this year, Gemini. All the best for 2024. And please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Love to read your comments, and take care.